Today, 4 more properties to share with you, and I gotta tell you, the character in these properties is amazing. They're all $79,000 and less, and one of them is in Kentucky. It's a mansion with 5,300 square feet sitting on 2 acres of land. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. Hope you're all having a beautiful day, and your cup is always full of happiness. So we're gonna check out 4 more properties, $79,000 and less today, you guys, because it's a beautiful day to be together and view these houses to see how much house we get for our money. So we're going to begin right here in Richmond, Indiana. $79,000 for this one. It's sitting on a lot that's around 6,970 square feet. The house itself has 1,947 square feet of living space with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And it's at 226 South 15th Street in Richmond, Indiana, 47374. This house has been on the market for 18 days, built in 1900. So let's check it out. This looks very pretty. I love the covered porch, as always. Very pretty character and charm with this one. 2-story home, possibly 3 with an attic. Nice covered entry. Do have some nice shrubs along the front. And this is $79,000 in Wayne County, Indiana. And your median home sales here are right around $162,000. So room for, room for investment and equity growth. A return on your investment is what I'm trying to say. This is very pretty. It looks like we're right in town. So there's on the back side of the house, there's your shingle roof. When you have home inspections, whether you're buying it as is, where is, you can always have home inspections on these properties. You can opt for that, and it'll let you know the longevity of your roof. They'll check the foundation, they'll run mechanicals. They'll let you know if your house is wood-sided, if it's vinyl, so on and so forth. So you can always have a home inspection. So there's your outbuilding in the back. Now maybe you could take off those doors. Maybe there'd be enough room to park in there. Go check it out in person. And as always, the listing agencies and the addresses for these properties are found in the description boxes below every video. And this one's $79,000. Okay, so here's our kitchen. There's your cabinets, vinyl flooring, 2-door refrigerator. Nice archway leading you into the next room. So it looks like our kitchen door here leads right out to a side porch. That's always nice. A lot of possibilities with this house in Wayne County, Indiana. $79,000. Hope you're all having a great afternoon. And can you believe it? We're almost into 2026, you guys. Are you traveling for the holiday? And if you are, please be safe. Stay aware of your surroundings. Take your time and enjoy your friends and family. Or if you're just laying low, that's totally fine too. And just enjoy whatever it is you're going to do. And heading into the new year, 2026. Remember to leave me a comment. Let me know where you guys are viewing from, because it's always great to have everybody here. And remember, you're welcome to subscribe to the channel and join our growing community. And share these episodes with people that you might know who are dipping their toe into the real estate market. And definitely turn them onto this channel so they can see I show you houses that are way below those median sale prices on Zillow, like this one. And wait till you see the Queen Anne Victorian for $50,000. It is amazing. So we'll check that one out. Check that one out here in a few minutes. So here is another fireplace and another door to get you outside. So 2 fireplaces in this house so far. And I would imagine there's hardwood floor beneath that carpet. A lot of beautiful woodwork. You could sand that down to its original finish, I would imagine. So there's the paneling we all love. Nice vintage light in this room. From the ceiling there, that's very pretty. A lot of potential with this for $79,000. And remember, you can always make an offer. These houses are placed on the market to be sold. Okay, so now we're headed into maybe... Okay, so that's the laundry room. Nice. This looks really clean, and it looks like you could move right in there. Wow, and there's the hardwood flooring. Very pretty. Wow. So we have just about 1,900 square feet of living space, just under 7,000 square foot lot, There's your closet. So that's one of the bedrooms. Those vintage light fixtures are awesome. And yes, you'd have to like these older homes, and I understand, and I totally get the fact that, you know, these are an undertaking for people when they are of larger size. But if you're looking for an older home, a larger home, this one's in Richmond, Indiana, $79,000. Now, it looks like transom windows are above these door frames, but definitely check it out in person. Get the lay of the land, because photographs may not do a house justice. Can work one way or the other, right? So it's always good to just go check them out. So here's your full bathroom, one of them. Tub and shower combination with a window. Looks like more vinyl flooring. Oh, and there is the clawfoot tub. Love it. So there's the second bathroom. And that looks like it's upstairs. And that's vinyl flooring. And there is another view of the outside. That is very pretty. Just looking for some love, right? Another house that needs people. People need houses. And that's what it's all about on this channel. 226 South 15th Street, Richmond, Indiana. So let's take a look at the street view. Wow, how pretty is that? So you've got sidewalks for that walkability. That always adds some value. You can do diligence, check out your neighborhoods, drive around different times of the day, talk to neighbors, walk the neighborhoods, walk to town. Very, very pretty right there. And let's check it out on the map. And again, this is Wayne County, Indiana, in Richmond. So you're going to have a lot of amenities nearby. So we have Cedar Springs. So right there's the Ohio line. So you're very close to Ohio. So you've got a Richmond Municipal Airport right here to the south. So we are east of Pershing, and we are, let's see, south of Chester and north of Boston, Indiana right here. Very nice. So let's look at your satellite view. Take a look at your parcel. There it is. Nice rectangular parcel right there. 226 South 15th Street, and that's 6,970 square foot parcel. Been on the market 18 days, built in 1900, and the house has just shy of 1,950 square feet. Step into history with this 1900s built two-story charmer located in Richmond's southeast side, offering 4 spacious bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and a 2-car detached garage. You have timeless character with everyday functionality, it says. And when we look at the history on this house, let's see here. It was listed for $59,500 back in 2015. Then they removed it. Then they listed it for $47,900 back in 2016. Then they removed it. Now they're trying it for $79,000, and the house is 125 years old. So they may be motivated for a sale. So again, you can always make offers. And that is in Richmond, Indiana for $79,000 in Wayne County. Very nice. So now we're going to head into Morganfield, Kentucky. If anybody can go check this place out, please do so and leave us a comment. This is $79,000 house. It has 5,300 square feet of living space, and it's on 2 acres of land. And it's at 205 North Brady Street in Morganfield, Kentucky, 42437. It's been on the market for 100 days. It was built in 1800. This is going to be an undertaking for somebody. You would really have to be into renovating and restoration and bringing it back to its natural era, I would say. And so it's $79,000 in Morganfield, Kentucky. So let's check it out. And I bet the pictures on this house do not do it justice. Look at this. What we can see tucked behind the trees. This is an antebellum style property. And in Morganfield, Kentucky, we're in Union County. The population is just under 13,700 people. And this is sitting on 2 acres of land. Look at the parcel. I mean, someone has got to save this. It's going to be difficult to really get a good view of it, but I just wanted to show it because it's sitting on the 2 acres of land, and it just is screaming, bring life to me is what it's screaming from what I just, that's what I'm thinking about this place when I saw it. And it is spacious, 5,300 square feet. So that means this would constitute as a mansion, pretty much. 1787 is what the little post set out there, but it does say 205 North Brady Street. So we do have an attached garage with a covered porch there on the side. I bet this is amazing. So there's another structure. I don't know if this is attached. Somebody needs to go check this out. Now with 2 acres, this could have been part of a larger parcel. And if you want more land, you can always ask the listing agent to find out if the seller has more land available. They may have, and if they do, and you could ask for first right of refusal in the sales contract. So if they do have more land that they want to sell in the future, you would have first rights to it. 5,300 square feet of living space, and this house is $79,000. So with this kind of property, you're going to have the well, the septic, your utilities. And you really never know what you're going to get until you get in there and, really get in the thick of it. Looks like it's overgrown with some landscaping, and that's, that can be maintained, of course. There's some of their old patio furniture. Look at this. So we do see wood siding, and again, just go and check it out. All right, so we're headed inside. There's our hardwood flooring in one of the fireplaces. I would love to get inside this house, and this is Morganfield, Kentucky. Okay, so there is an issue with your ceiling. This house may need a roof. This is just breaks my heart to see houses in this condition. And again, this is the kind of house that make an offer on it. It's sitting there. It needs to be salvaged. It needs to be restored. It needs to be renovated. It needs some money, of course. I understand it takes money, it takes motivation, it takes ambition. But if you're a person that's looking in Kentucky and you want 2 acres or more of land and you're looking for a fixer, this one might suit your needs. Maybe you want to buy it with a family member. Or maybe you're just looking for a low price house with a lot of square footage. This will do it. This is pretty much a mansion. So there's another fireplace, and I would imagine there's hardwood floor beneath that carpet. We're just going to have to look past personal belongings. And I've been finding quite a few people here on YouTube that are buying houses full of the contents, and it's quite interesting. And there are quite a few houses with this, with the larger square footage that many times people just bypass. But I did see today as I was preparing for this episode, a lot of the older homes with the square footage are pending or contingent. So I'd love to see that because these big houses aren't for everybody. I understand that, but they need to be, somebody just needs to scoop this one up. So there is another hole in the ceiling. So this may be, there is a door there, so I don't know if that's kind of hard to determine where we are in the house. So here's what we see of one of the bathrooms. Now that looks like it's been updated. We see some ceramic tile. I'm sorry, the pictures are a little bit dark. Just work with me here. I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so that may be a living room. We do see a chandelier. Look at the beautiful staircase. Very pretty. Anybody want to come and play piano in Kentucky? We can all get together and go clean this house out. Who's looking for a project? 5,300 square feet and 2 acres of land. Beautiful windows around that door. They may be selling it with all the contents inside. You just never know until you go check it out. And this one again is in Morganfield, Kentucky in Union County. Yeah, there's your hardwood flooring. What do y'all think of this one? Let me know in the comments. People need houses and houses need people, and this one is no exception. This one is awesome. Okay, so here is your orange countertop with your island. Now that may have the, can't tell if that is, so you have the 2 basin sink with your windows above it. I can't quite tell if that's a range top on that island. But again, all the more reason to go check it out. And this one is at 205 North Brady Street in Morganfield, Kentucky, 42437. Wow, 5,300 square feet of living space. Wow, this is a good size house. And if walls could talk, right, this one would have a story to tell us. There's your garage. And this would be amazing when it's all cleaned out and you can just really get a good view of what you have here. And the asking price is $79,000. It's incredible. And yes, it would take money. I understand that. I'm not oblivious to the fact, but I'm just hoping that somebody just sees this and decides to scoop it. Now, I don't know if that's tarp on that roof line. So again, go check it out. Can't see much of it, unfortunately, but it's there with 5,300 square feet at 205 North Brady Street. And so let's get a look at the street view. It's been in the market 100 days. Look at that. Oh my. Wow, look at this place. So you're on a little side street. So you do have some neighbors, but they're not right on top of you by any means. And you do have the 2 acres. You can research areas, due diligence. Oh my goodness, that is very pretty. Just from what we see on the side view. So this is what it looks like without all that vegetation on top of it. So let's see where we are on the map. So you have a lot of local amenities. You have your Walmart there. You have B&H Restaurant. You've got Camp of Breckenridge Museum and Art nearby. Tractor Supply. And so we are, let's see. Waverly is over to our east. Grove Center is down to the southwest. And so here we are. We are right near the Illinois line in Kentucky right here, right above Grove Center, and we're right below Uniontown. So we're south of Uniontown and north of Pride and north of Sturgis, Kentucky, right there on the map. So let's see our satellite view for your 2 acres of land. So this is on the west side of Kentucky here, and there you have it. Nice. Very nice. 205 North Brady Street. Built in 1800, and it states here, the George Houston home in Morganfield, Kentucky is for sale. Step into history with this antebellum style home, originally built in the early 1800s by Dr. Francis C. Brady and later expanded by prominent attorney and banker George Houston, known as the Brady Houston House. Distinguished property, hosted Union troops during the Civil War, and even welcomed former President John Tyler in 1846. And so then it was purchased by the Clark family and renovated in the 1970s to 1990s. So you've got original brickwork and timeless architecture, character, and unique blends with an attached garage. The home is recognized by the Kentucky Historical Society, and it will be sold as is, and it needs major renovations, it states, as we saw. And let's see, it was listed for $60,000 in 2023. They removed it. Now they've listed it for $89,000. Now they've reduced it to $79,000, and the house is 225 years old. Wow, that is a beauty, I would say. That is a beauty. I would love to get in there. So let me know if any of you go check that out or if you have already. And that is in Morganfield, Kentucky, 42437 at 205 North Brady Street. Wow, that is a find. So now we're going to go into Illinois and look at this one. They don't show us much of this, but this is sitting on 1.89 acres, and this is a farmhouse that just needs someone to love it. And it's $50,000, by the way. 4-bedroom, 1-bath with 1,856 square feet. And this one's at 109 West South Park Street in Thawville, Illinois, 60968, built in 1890. Now, this house has been on the market for 156 days, so let's check it out. How much farmhouse are we getting for our money? It's $50,000. This looks so pretty, and I would imagine with a fresh coat of paint, cleaned up, this would be beautiful. Now, I can't quite tell. It looks like a shingle roof, but again, go check it out. And now this one here is in Iroquois County. Population is around 27,000 people, and the median home sales are starting right around 150,000. We have a beautiful covered porch. Looks like there might even be a porch swing, maybe. If not, you can always hang one, right? Oh, look at this. Does have a swing set. Oh, just another one that's just screaming for new life. And almost 2 acres of land. So again, you're going to have the well, the electricity, and your septic. Yeah, it does have a shingle roof, pardon me. I bet that's really pretty. $50,000. Make the offer. You never know what you could buy it for. And base it on the condition and the amount of work it's going to need. So there's your overhead view of it. And again, this might have been part of a larger parcel also. But there is a farmhouse just waiting for someone to restore it and bring it to its natural beauty. 109 West South Park Street in Thawville, Illinois, just shy of 2 acres of land. So let's check it out on the map. Thawville, Illinois. So we are, let's see, we are west of Delray. Roberts is down to the south, along with Buckley. So here we are on the map. And I'm trying to see here. Peoria, Illinois is over here to the west. And Gilman is up to the north. And Milford is over to the east. So there we are on the map. So let's check out your satellite view for this one, since it does have 1.89 acres. There it is. Nice square parcel. Now I'm thinking it might have been part of all of this over here. We definitely see some stuff over on the right side as well. So again, if you want more land, check to see if there's more land out there available. Been on the market 156 days, because that is an undertaking for someone. And opportunity at a bargain. Big old farmhouse needs a lot of work. But it could be a grand estate style showstopper, ideal for a hobby farm. And you have nearly 2 acres and plenty of room for gardens and a greenhouse with sheds and a poultry coop, plus a well. The house is also on city water, which is super convenient. And there's a lifetime warranty on the foundation. And the electric panel was recently upgraded to 200 amp and very low taxes. And the furnace was put in 2016 and the water heater 2014. They want you to come and see it. And let's see here. It was sold for $29,900 back in 2014. Sold again for $67,900 back in 2014. A few months later. Then it was listed in April for $95,000. Now they're down to $50,000, and the house is 135 years old. Somebody go in there and check that one out, because they don't show us the inside. So again, we just never know what we're going to get. But it's $50,000 asking price nonetheless, with almost 2 acres of land, and you've got the city water, which is great. New updated electric panel, it says. Foundation has a lifetime warranty, so that's quite a find. 1.89 acres, Thawville, Illinois, and that again is Iroquois County. Sweet. Now we're going to head into Middleville, New York. Look at this house. $50,000 for this one also. Oh, I love these kinds of finds. And this one is at 93 South Main Street in Middleville, New York, 13406. This has 2,863 square feet on a little more than a half an acre. It's been in the market for 2 weeks, built in 1860. We gotta check it out. Look at this. Oh my goodness, be still my heart. Queen Anne Victorian style house right here with a shingle roof. Could you imagine what this would look like with a fresh coat of paint? And look at the stained glass. And we have the wraparound covered porch. Oh my goodness. $50,000. So in Middleville, New York, we're in Herkimer County. Population is right around 60,000 people. Median home sales in Herkimer County are right around $200,000. Look at those unique spindles. Wow. Beautiful. And I think those are considered a turned spindle. Beautiful stained glass. Look at the woodwork. $50,000. So if any of you are looking in New York State and you want to be in Herkimer County, go check this one out. This one's going to need love and attention, but it so deserves it. Look at this. There's your hardwood flooring. Look at the size of the interior door. Wow. This is amazing. $50,000. And again, maybe there's somebody that you want to go into partnership with to buy one of these properties. Or maybe you're just looking for a big old house just for yourself and your big old dogs. Why not? Let them run free. Wow, this is amazing. Middleville, New York. Okay, so here's one of the bathrooms. And you can always ask the agent if they know how long the home has been unoccupied. You can always have the home inspections. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at this. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Or all of them for that matter. They are just unique finds with some square footage, with a little bit of land. Just screams potential, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Looks like a really pretty setting. You're obviously going to get the white, the white flakes falling from the sky. You're going to get 4 seasons of weather here. There's another view of that staircase. Wow. All right, so that looks like it could be vinyl flooring. Yeah, it's got some rips in it. Wow, this is just needs someone to just salvage it. It just does. Amazing. Amazing architecture, amazing woodwork, amazing detail. And $50,000 price. Could you imagine what this would look like finished? You would have quite a return on your investment if you really did it authentically to the Queen Anne era. It would be amazing. It looks like they began working on it and maybe something happened, but we'll check out the description here in a minute. This must have been really something in its prime. And it can be again. Somebody will scoop this up. Somebody will buy this. And if you get in there and you realize that you could live in a portion of the house while you renovate the rest of it, why not, right? Especially if you don't rush it. You have, you have time and a bank account. Maybe, like I said, maybe you can go in with somebody or a few people. Maybe you have other people in your life that have passion for these older homes as well. Okay, so here it's a little, can't be scared. Don't be afraid, I say. Get in there and check it out. Wow, it's just something. Now, maybe there was a roof. Maybe it needs a roof, or because it does look like there's been some water damage, which is a real shame, but it can be fixed. So here we're getting some wallpaper, little pop of color in our Queen Anne. Look at the size of these rooms. That's very pretty. And this is on a little more than a half an acre. And this one is at 93 South Main Street in Middleville, New York, 13406. So you might be right near town, which would be convenient. And that does add value. Yeah, it looks like there's been water damage. But again, go check it out. Have those home inspections. And again, make an offer. These houses are placed on the market to be sold. Looks like the windows are wood. Here's another area. This is probably upstairs. Look at that. Now, could you imagine what that would be like? Painted a really vibrant color and then you just had a little office in there. Oh my God, that's pretty. Just the way it is, isn't it? That is really pretty. Wow. Look at this. This just screams potential that's what I'm looking at. That is just lovely. Really something right there. Envision yourself sitting on the porch with your cup of coffee, saying hello to your neighbors who walk by. Invite them in and make sure they bring you some pie. Gotta have some fun, right? Gotta have some fun. There's your side yard. You do have a little outbuilding, couple little outbuildings there. Plenty of room for a garden. Now it looks like we have another really nice, maybe an Italianate house next door. Yeah, it looks like it's going to need a roof. But once you get the roof on there, you're not only going to improve the value, but then you can get to work on the inside and just bring new life. That is really pretty. You could plant a hedgerow and create a little more privacy along that roadside. You could put up a white fence if you wanted. So there's your detached garage. And this is Middleville, New York, 13406. And this is Herkimer County. This is another one of the houses you'd really have to get in there and check it out. Because photographs aren't going to do it justice. You really got to go look at this one in person and just see what it has to offer. Beautiful. Just beautiful. All right, so let's get some information off of this one. 93 South Main Street. Easy address to remember as well. Built in 1860, been on the market for 2 weeks. Let's check out the street view. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at how pretty this is. So there's your neighborhood. That is so pretty. So let's see our map here. So you're right near the West Canada Creek, Middleville, New York. So this is Herkimer County. So we have, let's see here, Syracuse is over here to our west, and Dogoville is over to the east, Marcy is to the west, and then we have Cooperstown down to the south, and Forestport and Remsen up to the north. There we are, red marks the spot. So Vermont is right up here to the north, and Elmira and Binghamton are down to the south. So let's check out your satellite view here. And there it is, a little more than a half an acre. And it looks like you have a lot of wooded area right behind the house as well. Very, very pretty. 93 South Main Street with 2,863 square feet of living space. $50,000 Queen Anne Victorian style house right there. Just waiting for you to save it. How about that? How about a Queen Anne for New Year's, right? Why not? All right, and then there's this one here in Thawville, Illinois for $50,000 on just shy of 2 acres of land. That's looking for love too. And then we have this beautiful mansion in Morganfield, Kentucky, full of potential for $79,000 on 2 acres of land with 5,300 square feet of space. And let's just take a look at the street view on that one more time. I wish we could see the front of it. Very, very pretty. And then we have this house in Richmond, Indiana that's $79,000 also on a 6,970 square foot lot built in 1900. And that'll do it for today's episode. Wherever you find yourself today, I hope you're having a beautiful afternoon. It's always great to be with everybody. You're welcome to subscribe and join our growing community. Hit that notification bell because the house you're not looking for may be in the next episode. And I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy New Year. And we will see you in more episodes as I show you more houses with low price and high potential. And I have a new channel, How Much Vehicle for the Money. That's where I show you vehicles with low miles and low price, because why not, right? Try to keep all of you people that don't want an auto loan out of the auto loan zone. So we'll see you in the next episodes. Have a great day, everybody, and stay safe, stay aware, and please enjoy your friends and family and your time. Cheers.